Hey guys, it's Kelly. Hey, I was making these little gift baggy things for some people at work, and thought, why am I not recording this? Someone might get some use out of this. So what I'm doing, I've got to make 6 little gift baskets or bags, and I'm just going to put candy in them. We all love this kind of candy at work. So I'm doing it really simple because I'm really short on time. So I want to show you a couple of them here. So this one I did a little bit different. I had my cut wrong and I thought, oh, I'll just cover that with some ribbon and some trim, and I thought it came out really cute. So for this one I used that Martha Stewart border punch, and while the bag was closed and unfolded, I punched it and it worked out just fine that way. There's a few little pieces that gave way, but it doesn't matter, like on this one. So there's this one, and I just cut the paper. I just measure it and give myself a little border, and kept it really simple. I didn't do any inking or anything like that. I didn't put anything on the bottom. It's just a standard bag, and I'm going to give it and have it. You could get fancy and put, a handle on it like this. I might, I'm not sure. But they're not completely done with embellishing yet. So I wanted to show you guys how to do it. And the way that I did it, I'm disappointed in the bags that I have. I've had these in my stash forever. And they're the Paper Studio bags, and they're 2 by 6.3 by 2.88 by 8.63. So basically, I don't know, 4.5. I don't know. You can measure them and get it right, but those are crazy measurements. And I just kind of put my ruler on it and then thought, where do I want to cut my paper? And I wound up going with my paper about 4 1/8, sometimes 4 1/4, depends. So just size it up and then just cut your paper to size. This was about 7 3 or 7 3/4 this way. This one was 2 1/2, and then 4 1/8 this way. So really easy to do. You can cover the bottom if you want, but I just decided not to. Super easy. So I got that one with the butterfly punch. I hope you guys can see all of that. And then I've got this simple one, again with the butterfly punch. How cute is that? It's so easy and very handmade. And then this one I did with the lace punch, and I think that looks really cute too. That's a really pretty one. And then one in yellow, like that, with the same punch. And then I've got 2, let's see, I got 2 guys, or 3 guys. Oh my gosh, I forgot about John. So I got 3 guys on my team, and this is the part I wanted to show you guys, because it's really hard to do a gift bag for a guy, right? Because you want to make it more masculine. And this is what I came up with. I found some masculine paper, and this punch I thought had a little bit more masculine to it. So I just found some paper in my stash, and I got that from DC. I'm sorry, you probably couldn't hear me. I got this from DCWV, and the heirloom stack. This is a really old one. I've had this in my stash for a very long time. There's some really cool paper in here, more masculine stuff, because I've got, guys in my family that I do things for, but cool paper. But that's where I got that paper from. And then this is going to be the one that I'm going to do next. Okay, and I cut them already, so you don't have to watch me. But there's that one. So I need 2 of them. Darn it, I'm glad I'm talking that out. So put that to the side. And I got these all pre-cut. So this is about, hold on. These are the front and the back, and these are my sides. These are 2 1/2 by 7. I think I went a little bit longer for this one. Yeah, 7 7/8. And this is 4 1/4. Yeah, by 7 7/8. So 4 1/4 by 7 7/8. 2 1/2 by 7 7/8. All right. Super easy. I already punched this one too, so you see how I did it. I just stuck it in my punch right before I unfolded it and just punched it, and then it works out fine, because then when you open it, the edges are punched too. It gets a little wonky at the corner, but no one's gonna care. No one notices that. Okay, let me get that out of the way. You could ink this and get all crazy with it, but and I really want to. Those who know me, I really want to, but don't have time. So kind of limited on time. But I'm just going to use my ATG gun. You guys can use whatever you want. I don't like to use liquid adhesive because I am extremely impatient. But the best adhesive to use for things like this, especially if you're holding bags together, this I'm just decorating it. So my adhesive isn't holding the bag itself together, so I'm not worried about it. But the score tape is fantastic. So there you go. Put that down there. Pull that down. It's only a couple minutes, and you can, again, I mean, the way you want to embellish it is completely endless. I mean, your imagination and stash can take you as far as you want it to take you. But the challenge, I think, to doing these bags, we all know how to do the pretty girly ones, but the guys, you know, because you got to give, especially if you're, you know, this is a work thing, and I work with guys, I work with girls, and I don't want to leave the guys out. So you've got to find something, you know, I mean, if I gave all the girls a girly bag, I'm not going to give the guys a girly bag, you know. So I think this is good. And that's the challenge when you're trying to do gift bags, is finding one that's good for the guys. Here's another reason why I don't like this bag that I got in my stash, because it just came apart on me. Isn't that lovely? But resourceful as I am, I'm going to take care of it. With what an example of what I was just saying, because this will now be depending on the structure of the bag. So I'm going to bring out my score tape, which is, I get it online, guys, and it's hard to find. So when I found it a few years ago, I bought like a ton of it. So, and one of these rolls really does last a long time. But that was when I was doing, what do you call it? That was when I was doing albums, a lot of them. So bear with me one second. Let me get this on here. It's going to get tricky. Especially with my tricky nails. Started to get my nails done again, and I can barely function with them. Alright, so I want to make it all the way to the edge. There's nothing that beats this score tape. It's the most sticky of sticky. Definitely recommend it. And it's easy to work with. You just tear it right off and keep your lines straight and all that jazz. Alright, there we go. So I'm going to use my... I wasn't prepared for this one, guys. I was like all excited, thinking, yay, I'm ready to make a video. I have things pre-cut and all that stuff, and pre-punched. And yep, never fails. You get some little wonky thing that happens. That's alright. I'm still thoroughly enjoying doing all of this. Loving it, loving it, loving it. Finally getting some time in my room. Alright, let me put this back down. Okay. Problem solved. Okay, now we're going to do the edges. And when I do the edges, here, let me put that away later. When I do the edges, I make sure I line them up at the top. I'll show you what I mean. Because at the top of the bag is where people will pay more attention, not so much the bottom. Unless you're going to embellish the bottom like crazy. But, you know, however you want to do it. And I'm lining it up with the papers on the sides. My measurements are good, but you still got to worry about your placement too, so it's not all crooked. So there's that one. So this literally takes like no time at all. I think I've been going at this. It's taking me longer because I wasn't sure what I was going to do. Once I figured it out, I was cranking these out like nothing. And I wouldn't get the Paper Studio bags because they're coming apart. Not happy with them at all. They're older. The glue has turned colors. For the distress type of thing, that would be fantastic. I wouldn't mind that at all. And if I was going to ink them, I wouldn't care. So, but I wouldn't want them white either if I was going to do the distress thing. So really disappointed in them because for one, you saw that it came apart, and look at the glue, it changed colors on me. And these really aren't that old. It's just cheap glue. Shame on them. I'm usually pretty happy with the Paper Studio, but shame on them. Shouldn't have done it like that. But it is what it is, and to their credit, it has been sitting in my stash for probably a good 3 years. Alright, so there it is. If you want to do the bottom, you can. And again, my adhesive is coming loose, so I'm going to fix that real quick. And I think that ribbon for guys is perfectly fine as long as it's not like polka dotty flower ribbon. I think to put that on there would still be an acceptable kind of embellishment for a guy. But that's always been the challenge that a lot of people have is, sorry guys, hold on, is finding a masculine way to, you know, decorate something like a gift bag. I don't know, maybe you guys have got it down, but sometimes it can be challenging for me. I kind of like that look a little bit better even than the flowery stuff. It's kind of like my mood, I guess. But let me get that stuck down so I know it's good. Alright, so there we go. And I think that punch is pretty good as far as giving it a masculine feel to it. Gotta be careful with it though, because it's really delicate, but I don't know. I think it's cool. And I'm probably going to decorate this, and you could fold it down too, and if you wanted to. I mean, that's definitely very, very cool. Whatever direction you want to do it in. Folding it down would be cool, and sealing it just adds more dimension, but I kind of like them just kind of up. I might put a handle on the girls. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. But I'll take some pictures when I'm done and show you guys how to do it. But that's how I did it. I hope this helps you guys with a super quick project that you might want to do. And give you some hints on masculine stuff. So there's the masculine ones. I don't know. I think that's really cool. I think any guy would think that's cool. Alright, so I will embellish them. I'm not sure. There'll probably be some metal pieces on here, but don't want to put too much on it and get too crazy, because I definitely have to put like a thank you or it was a pleasure working with you. I got a promotion recently and they did something really nice for me at my desk, so I wanted to thank everybody. But there you have it. Thanks for watching. I'll show some pictures too, and hopefully I can get on with my new mixed media journal that I found. I'm excited about that. Alright, thanks. Okay, so instead of pictures, I just came back. Now, reminder, these are for people at work, and I think it's important to have them all pretty much the same, otherwise you send some mixed messages. So when it comes to work stuff, I don't want to have anybody, I just think it's important that you stay somewhat uniform. So I embellished them all the same with this simple thank you. Literally it took me no time at all, but I really, really enjoyed doing it. It was great therapy to spend some time in my craft room. So here's these three. Okay, I got those. And then I've got this one here that I had to change. It's got a little bit more in there, but that's going to somebody else. And then here's the guy ones. Really, really simple. This is specifically going to a guy who is always happy. Cracks me up. It was too perfect. I had to get that paper for him. So there it is. So super easy. I think they're all going to feel very, very special and appreciated. And I hope that it inspires you guys to do something really quick. This would be great for like a teacher, all kinds of stuff. So hope you guys like it. Hope you're inspired and give it a try.